Have you ever felt the crushing weight of tomorrow's bills, even as you lie down in the quiet sanctuary of your own bed? We spend our waking hours chasing provision, calculating, struggling. Yet sometimes the exhaustion of the chase is louder than the promise of rest. What if I told you the true source of abundance doesn't demand your frantic effort, but rather your complete, radical surrender? This is for the soul who is weary, the one whose path has been rough, whose foundation feels cracked by the weight of lack. You are here because a deep, undeniable longing whispers in your heart, I want to stop walking this road alone. I want to feel safe again. I want to come home to stability. Tonight, we are going to talk about the midnight miracle, the profound act of allowing God to manage your finances while you sleep. We often misunderstand the spiritual purpose of sleep. It is not merely a biological necessity, it is the ultimate testament of faith. When you close your eyes and release control, you are saying, Father, I cannot hold it all together anymore. I trust you to keep the world turning and to keep me safe. But how often do we extend this trust to our financial security? We lay our bodies down, but our minds keep pacing the floors of our debts, circling the fears of what might happen tomorrow. This internal restlessness keeps the door to miracles firmly shut. You cannot receive while you are desperately trying to grasp. The memory of scarcity is a deep wound, often inherited across generations. Perhaps you carry the shame of mistakes you made years ago, or the terror of watching a parent struggle. These are not just financial memories, they are spiritual scars. They whisper the lie that there is never enough, and that your own effort is the only thing standing between you and disaster. We must address these wounds because they are the invisible dam blocking the river of provision. Let us sit together in this moment and acknowledge the pain. Name the burdens quietly in your heart. The rent payment, the medical bill, the feeling of being perpetually behind. Bring them into this warm, safe space we have created together. You do not have to carry them into the darkness of the night. This is your moment to lay them down at the foot of the altar, on the doorstep of home. Now, imagine yourself standing on a long, dusty road, the road of struggle. Behind you are the miles of frantic striving, the empty wallets, the panicked phone calls. Ahead of you, though, is the unmistakable outline of a house, glowing with a soft, steady lamp light. That light is the promise of provision. It is the unwavering presence of the Divine Parent, who has already prepared everything for your arrival. Tonight, you are invited to step off the road and into that light. The prayer of surrender for financial healing is simple, yet revolutionary. As you prepare to close your eyes, do not pray for specific checks or sudden windfalls. Pray for the peace that precedes the provision. Say this silently, deeply, and continuously: I release this burden entirely to you. My effort ends here, and your grace begins now. I trust your timing, your method, and your infinite supply. While I sleep, align my path with the opportunities that are already designated for me. Heal the part of me that believes I am poor. Replace scarcity with quiet certainty. This is the act of engaging the midnight manager. Think of the story of Manna. Provision did not require effort. It required simple faith to gather what was already provided, without hoarding, without worry for the next day. Sleep is your manna moment. It is the divine assurance that the necessary sustenance will be waiting for you when the sun rises. Not because you stayed awake counting possibilities, but because the Father is faithful to his children. While you sleep, a celestial reorganization takes place. Visualize the divine light flowing into every aspect of your financial life, not just the bank account, but the underlying relationships, the business ideas you abandoned, the professional connections you need. This light is rearranging circumstances, dissolving old debts that hold no true power over you, and planting seeds of divine opportunity in the fields you will walk tomorrow. The doors of limitation are silently being unlocked by the key of your trust. Do not wake up expecting a material miracle. Wake up expecting a miraculous shift in perspective. The first sign that the midnight miracle has occurred is an unshakable inner stability, a peace that looks at the stack of bills and simply says, "This is handled." The worry has been replaced by quiet certainty, the fear by profound gratitude for provision that hasn't even materialized yet, but which you know is already in transit. This feeling of being absolutely secure is the greatest abundance of all, and it is the magnet that attracts material blessings. When you rise, look not for the money, but for the clarity. Look for the nudge, the inspired thought, the unexpected phone call, the connection that seems too perfect to be coincidence. These are the footprints of the Midnight Manager, evidence that while you rested, grace was at work. Walk through your day with the lightness of one who knows they are deeply, permanently supported. You are not a solitary traveler anymore. You belong to a family, a community gathered around this very light, walking this journey home together. This pathway of trust and surrender is not always easy, but it is always certain. The table is set, the wounds are being bandaged, and your place at the feast is secured. If this message has brought even a flicker of that warm light back into your life, if you recognize the truth of this homecoming in your weary soul, I invite you to turn this moment of listening into an act of profound faith and connection. Do not simply press the like button. Let that action be your solemn nod, your quiet affirmation that you claim this peace, that you accept the provision offered tonight. Do not keep this gift of hope contained. Let the sharing of this message be your act of compassion, reaching out to another soul struggling alone on the road, guiding them toward this steady light. And when you subscribe, you are not merely following a channel. You are stepping fully into this sacred circle, joining our family gathered around the eternal hearth. You are declaring that you will not walk in isolation again, but in the shelter of shared grace and unconditional love. Come home, beloved, come rest. We are waiting for you.